Hi, this is Echo Chernik. Obviously, the thing on everyone's mind right now is the latest news and outbreak and how it's affecting the industry for both artists and for collectors. And I've received a lot of questions about um, from people that are worried about how to handle what's going on. First of all, everything will be just fine. You'll make it through this. And as an artist, I can tell you that I've been a professional for 27 years, and we've had tough times. We have had things that come along like 9/11 and such that affect the industry. This one is kind of a major one, especially if you count on shows for making a living and conventions. But the good news is that you are not alone. This is affecting everyone, and there's a lot of support out there. There are a lot of different resources that you can apply to. But the number one thing to remember is that um, everyone is going to have to make some changes in order to survive this convention season, because this convention season will be different. And we see a lot of those changes already happening online. There's artist alleys online popping up. There's people sharing links. I've been contacted by a lot of collectors and a lot of art fans who want to know what they can do. They honestly don't know how they can help. They want to help their favorite artists. And what I've been telling them is that if you have an artist that you love, to support them, go to their Patreon or go to their Kickstarter. Patreon is a great way to support an artist, because you can give them a couple bucks a month and it gives them a stable platform on which to build off of. But a lot of times the fans, they want to help and they want to buy your art anyway. They just need you to get to make it available to them. So if you're don't first of all don't panic. Don't let it freeze you. Art creatives tend to get really worried and overwhelmed with stress. And take a breath and use this time to create new art. Figure out a business plan, how you're going to sell this new art. Are you going to use Patreon? Are you going to use Kickstarter? Are you going to do a Twitch thing? Maybe you have a project you've been wanting to do for a long time, but you haven't had the time until now, but all of a sudden you have the time. As far as it comes to paying your bills and such, remember that everybody is having difficulty with this, and everybody is making concessions and figuring out a way to work with it. So if you're worried about making your rent, just communicate. Talk to your landlord, talk to the different, talk to your credit card companies and stuff, and let them help you, because you are not the only one. And then focus on making art, work on that project you've been wanting to do, and communicate with your fans and the public and let them know how they can help do this. If you have the ability and the means, be sure to support local restaurants that you like. If you have a favorite pizza joint or a favorite pho restaurant, try to order takeout, because they're also having very difficult time with restaurants being closed. Unlike artists, they hopefully will get some business help from the government. Artists are a little bit more, it's a little more difficult for us, but we have different avenues that we can look down. Go on to some of the wonderful Facebook groups with other artists and find out what they're doing. Communicate with them. Find the Artist Alley pages online. Make sure your work is up there. And if you're a fan and you don't have any money, just share. Say, hey, this is my favorite artist. I can't help them financially right now, but here's a link to their work. Go check it out. If we all work together, we'll get through this just fine. Just keep a good attitude, keep listening, don't panic, try to stay productive, and this summer is going to be different, I believe. Regardless of the fact if it goes away in the next few months, I think that the shows all summer will be impacted, and could be all year. I mean, for some time we don't know yet. So you need to come up with a different way to, a different plan. So yeah. So, but you can do this. Everyone can, artists can get through this. And remember that if you're not getting a lot of orders, it's not you, it's not your art. It's just this, the world the way it is. But having lived through ups and downs over the course of my career and making it through and having to adapt and take teaching jobs or find other ways to make income. There is, if you're creative and you work hard, you will get through this, and you'll be just fine. All right. So keep creating and keep a good attitude, and we love you.